and that's it.
Do you think watching how it's all been run, that with the COVID particularly, that older people really took this, got the hit more than most? I'm thinking about the nursing homes for starters, whatever about cocooning, and that there were mistakes made. Do you think a ball might be dropped along the way? Is that one of the areas that we didn't get it right?
I think it is. I say that without attaching blame. I've consistently said in Dáil Éireann that this is an unprecedented pandemic and that mistakes will be made in the handling of it and that it can't be error-free and no one should expect it.
So what were the errors?
That said, the nursing home is something we have to evaluate. Too many people, in my view, died. It happened in other European countries as well. I think what happened, the first phase of COVID, we were inundated with calls. Everybody was worried about the acute hospitals, the intensive care,
yes,
the emergency departments. Would they be overrun as Italy was overrun? Would intensive care specialists have difficult choices to make in allocating beds? That was I remember attending a teleconference in Cork, with Wuhan University Hospital with medics there. And that was the big issue at the time. You can't allow your hospital to be overwhelmed. And I think maybe the eye was taken off the nursing home situation. Plus, the nursing homes were not seen as part of the National Health Service, if we're honest. That's another reading I would have, and that manifested itself in PPE, availability of PPE, distribution of PPE.
And were you part of that? Do you take responsibility for that oversight?
Well, no, I mean, I would have raised issues around transparency around nursing homes quite early on in this. I felt myself on transparency, and look, there would be difference. I just want to say, all leaders agreed we wouldn't all be different chiefs and so on like that. Yes. That we go by public health advice.
But there also has to be, as you know, accountability. Yeah. So where do you think accountability lies for the nursing home situation?
In a crisis like this, you must evaluate how one performed. But you can't do it, I'll be straight up, in a sort of a statutory inquiry way. I tell you why. Because if there's a crisis in 2 years' time or 3 years' time, I don't want public servants in the middle of a crisis looking over their shoulders saying there'll be an inquiry coming down the tracks and I'm going to be cautious or conservative. Mistakes will get made. We need to evaluate that and make sure they don't happen again.